What is up, guys? Jolt here, and welcome back to another video. Alright, I'm gonna get serious. So first off, I want to thank y'all for the last two videos, 50 or 60 views, which is almost the most. My most video is 76, and it was my first one. And that took a year to get that much. While the last video took literally less than a day to get 60 views, which I am so happy for. So I want to give y'all a thank you for that. So in this video, I want to show how I add items to the game, because it can be pretty complicated. So I want to show y'all, because in the future, I'm going to make a Patreon, which is basically y'all can donate money if you want, and then you'll have access to my code and everything, so you can do whatever you want with it. So the first step in adding an item is also, actually real quick, at the end of this video, I will be doing what I used to do, where I pick a comment, because I have a comment ready for one of my last videos. I think it was the second Pokemon video, so I'll be showing that. So the first thing you do is open any image editing software other than Paint, Microsoft Paint, because you are not allowed to make transparent objects on that. So I have GIMP right here. This is the sprite sheet, just named sheet.png in the res folder. Now I have this organized. The top left is tiles. Here are all the mobs and player. Down here is all the static entities like trees and stuff, and over here is all the items. So basically, when you add a new item, what you do is you come down here. Now they're 32 by 32 bit, so you select this area here, starting with the top left of it and go down to the bottom right, which you should be 32 by 32. Select it and delete it. Boom. Now what I normally do is actually undo that. I normally just fill it in with white, because it makes it a lot easier to see. I just fill it in with white, and once it's selected, when you click on a certain color, on GIMP at least, if you select something, you cannot do anything to the outside area. So if I try to brush white over all that, it does not work. So what I'm going to do is make something just like this, the inventory upgrade that I showed y'all last episode, except this time it'll be for speed. So what I'm going to do is actually just copy this, and I'm going to change it a little bit. So what the difference of the texture is going to be is that I'm going to make it blue on the inside, because blue is kind of like a color that kind of symbolizes fastness. Also, I think I added this in the last update, the steel health boost potion. I think I added that. I don't know if I actually did or not. So I'm going to now select all this black here in the center. I gotta unselect the whole other thing once it actually works, because sometimes it's a little wonky. Of course, I keep picking the wrong thing. In a minute here, I'm going to actually have to pause the video because I have to go do something, so I was doing this real quick. I was starting the video, so about 5 minutes, or 2 minutes from now I will, but you will won't notice anything. So I just want to make an S for speed. Now I do care if it's even, so there's 5 pixels there, and there is 5 pixels there, so that works. And now on GIMP, there's a special thing where you can hold shift, and it'll just draw a line. So this is a 4 pixel line, so do that, and write that. That's an S. Now that's not a centered S. I don't like that. So I'm going to select the S, Control X, Control V, because otherwise it'll move the whole picture, and slide down 1 pixel, and then grab the same blue. So I need to unselect, pick that color, and I can paint bucket right in there. And now what you do once you do that is you select all this white easily by clicking that. It'll just select the white. Just select one color, hit delete. Boom. We got texture. So I'm going to take a pause for a second. You won't probably notice at all. And I will the next step will be adding it to the in-game assets. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so next step is to add this to the in-game assets. So once you do it, you just need to save it, and basically make it go back into Eclipse, or whatever you're programming. So I should have it here in my textures, is sheet, so that works. Now, so the first step you do is go to GFX package and assets. So what I'm going to do is you have all these things. Now I have this right here, the inventory upgrade, so I'm going to copy that and paste it and rename it to speed upgrade, which actually, let me check. Yeah, I have my task manager running, so I know what my stuff is For some reason that says that Task Manager is the only thing running, which is not true whatsoever. But, yeah. Okay. Alright, so once you have speed upgrade in here, take it, so copy the name, scroll down to the very bottom, and I have this right here. So speed upgrade equals sheet, which is the sheet, which I basically added, yeah. So I basically made it a variable. Now once you crop it, it asks for the X, Y, width, and height. So it is by width times. Now I have right here, inventory upgrade was 13, and we had it 1 to the left, so it's 12. Height is the same as inventory upgrade, so it's times 12. And then width and height is 32 each, so I'll just leave that there. Boom. Now that's there, that's in assets. So that's step 2 complete. Well, or that more have been like step 1 because I was at texturing. Now the next step, we're adding a speed upgrade to it. So the first thing we're going to do is go into items, no, effects, and go to the effect class. So we have already large crafting as an effect, so we're going to copy that. Now we're going to have speed boost, which right here we have, it's equal to an effect, and down here we have booleans, which is true or false, of healing, speed, inventory expansion, and damage boost. So it's going to be false, true, false, false. What's weird is I have my phone sitting right here in front of me, and whenever I put my hand over to type, it shuts the screen off. So I'm trying to set it to the side where y'all can still hear me, but yeah. Okay, so now its multiplier right now is 2. I'm going to make that, yeah, let's say 2. So basically that's the multiplier, so that's how much faster we're going to walk. So now the only thing we have to do here is go to add effects to list and do effects.add and pick from this list speed boost. Now once you get on that, save. So I use Control Shift S, or you can go up to go up here and click this button. And once you do that, go to upgrade. Now in upgrade, what we're going to do is we only have one thing now, so we're going to copy that and paste it here. Now what it takes is the asset, which is the texture. So it was assets.speed upgrade, and we're going to replace the name inventory upgrade with just speed, and so then this number is the ID. Okay. Now we pick the effect. Okay. Did my Bandicam just crash? Okay. If you see something on the screen or if you don't see anything, okay, my Bandicam, it looked like it just crashed, so I don't know if y'all can still see anything or not. So I think you can, but my Bandicam like crashed for a second, so that's weird. So I'm going to stop the video for just a second, and I'm going to restart it because I don't know what just happened there. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure it's still working. But, so now what we're going to do here, where I left off was making the effect. So it's effect.speedboost. Okay? And once you do that, all you have to do is go to add-ons to list here, do upgrades.add speed upgrade. So now I think the next step is to go into the hotbar. So, which is an inventory. So go to hotbar class, scroll down to here where it says use upgrade, hit control, and then click on use upgrade. Now I'm going to actually remove that because that was just me testing. So basically it says if item is upgrade, it says it wants to add to the upgrades item like an upgrade type. So actually I don't have to do anything here. So basically we have to make the item next. The item then has its upgrade type. So what we need to do is go to item, where we will see inventory upgrade. And this is where I store all of the items. Everything in the game has its item form. No matter what it is, it has an item form. So we're going to name it speed upgrade. Name it assets.speed. I can just do a shortcut to do this quicker instead of having to type everything out. And as you can see with the inventory, we take in the upgrade. So I'm going to go back here, type in spit, and then do my thing. Because in here in the items, I have 3 different things. I have the basic item, for anything other than guns. Guns take in an ammo type, so that works, and then this takes in an upgrade type, so this is what we're doing. Now we have to add the item to the list again for the items. Now we won't have to do this for the crafting items, which is the next step. So, actually, I don't know if it actually is. I think the next step we're going to do is go into our player, which is an entities.creature, go to player. Now we have a thing here, I think it's in here. Yeah, so for upgrade U is in upgrades, if U.get effect type is inventory expansion. So what we need to do is go into upgrade, or effect. We need to, actually we already did, okay. So go into item, or player, again, and now we want to see if, we want to do else, and if we want to see if it is speed. Now, if it is speed, we want to basically redo this entire thing. We want to do player dot this dot speed. So we're going to do this dot speed is equal to this dot speed times u dot get effect type dot get multiplier. There we go. So this should work technically. So what we are going to do now, before we do anything else, we're not going to set the crafting or anything. We're going to go into item, see what number we set it as. We set it as number 28. So we're going to go into res, save one, item save, and we're going to type 28, 1. So that's saying item 28, and the amount we want is 1. So load the game up. We're going to load save 1. And I do apologize if I'm quiet, because my phone's down to my left now, instead of right in front of me. So, also I apologize for any background noise, people in the house, of course, because I don't live alone, I live with my parents, so we have our game, of course, like I showed y'all last time. I do apologize if this is a longer video, it definitely will be, because it's 3 parts I've already done. So we're in, we have this guy, okay, at our hotbar, just testing it out, hit shift, it does that. Okay, we are very fast. Okay, I didn't expect that. We are like glitched out of the map. Yeah, we just hit the integer limit, the 32-bit integer limit. So that's an issue. Because if you look at the X, that's the 32-bit integer limit of, God, well, how did I do that? 2.1, that's the integer limit. How did I do that? Holy crap, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's do this dot default speed is equal to, or this dot speed is equal to this dot default speed. Because I think what's happening is every time it ticks, it multiplies it. Yeah, that's a problem. I think I fixed that. I don't think I've ever seen me hit the 32-bit integer limit. Yeah, so now I'm just going slowly, but if I hit this, it should, yeah, it makes me a little bit faster. And I'm not glitching out of the map now. That was a very weird glitch. Like, I haven't found an actual glitch in my game like it's game breaking like that. Like where you go so fast you go through the wall because like it doesn't realize, like it's increasing your position so quickly that it doesn't realize there's a barrier in the way. That was insane. I kind of want to do that again. I'm writing that down that it happened. Like, that's insane. Give me just a second. Alright, so we are going to finish what we were doing. So that works. So now that works, we're going to make a crafting thing for it. Now there are 2 types of crafting. I'm going to close all these. So there are 2 types of crafting, as I showed you last time. There is inventory crafting and large inventory crafting. Also, if you want to get dropped by a boss, that's an option too, or any creature. I'll show you how to do each thing. So, but I'm going to personally do it in large inventory. So what you do, go to craft item or large craft item, depending on what you want. So craft item, what you do, since most of the things in my game are large craft items. Now what I have here is each one of these has a second one, because that way you can do it both ways. You can move around the items. So what we do is basically make a public static craft item, and give it you would give it the asset, or the texture, its ID, which I am up to 43, because actually I'm up to 21, but yeah. So you get the item.health boost item. So for this, like, it's the steel health boost item. So you have the health boost item and a piece of steel, and then false is if it's a tool. So that is important for the crafting, because you cannot make more than one tool. So that is why it's important. So now what we're going to do is go into here. We'll have test item 2, it's the gun and the bullet. So this is the 4 crafting one, so I'm going to select it all, which actually likes to give me issues because I went to the dark mode. So I'm just going to copy that one then, because I'm trying to get to, because whenever I go over here, not even on the bar, it like highlights it, which I absolutely despise. So I'm just going to put it right there and fix that. I don't really like this dark mode, but we're just going to name it test item 3. Or no, we're going to name it speed upgrade. Actually, real quick guys, I'm going to take another pause because I am at 8 minutes on my recording, and of course Bandicam will handle 10 with the free version. So I'm going to pause real quick, and I'll be right back again. I really apologize for this being a long video. Okay guys, we're back again. So yeah, so where we left off is right here, making this guy. So it's going to be a speed upgrade. We're going to make a speed boost. Its ID is going to be 2. And now the items we want, let's just make it a random thing. So let's give it a wood item. Let's give it a ashy wood item. Let's give it a bottle item, because if it's like a potion, we need a bottle, of course, which I broke that for some reason. And let's give it, let's say, rotten flesh. I cannot spell today. And now this is tool. This is not a tool. So what's going to happen, actually, did I make the other thing a tool? Real quick, I want to see, did I make, no, I did not make the tool, never mind. Actually, wait, I'm getting confused for a second here. So when I make this, I need to see if it's an actual tool or something. Yes, it is a tool. Okay, that's what I want to see. So this means tool, so we're going to set it to true. Now, we don't have to add it to a list like anywhere else. We're going to do that in the large inventory. And what you're doing here is going to be the exact same for normal inventory as well. So, now what I do is I close this down, close this, because they're kind of long classes. And I get to here, add craft items. I do crafting items, I'm going to do crafting items dot add large craft item. This is why they're static, so you can grab them from any class without having to initialize the class by calling like this, like large craft item LCI equals new large craft item or something like that. That's how it works to initialize something in a variable. So now we have that added. We go to set craft item right here. So basically it checks if ingredient 1 is set, or it goes through everything in your crafting items, which I just set. Now it sees if item 1 ID is equal to ingredient 1 and ingredient 2 is equal to that, on and on, so you have to get 4. Now what you do here is do the same exact thing. Changes ID to 2. Now there's no tool in the crafting. Basically it checks to see if there's any tool because it does a separate crafting for that tool, so it doesn't remove it, basically. Now what I do here is I change the item to speed boost, speed upgrade, okay? Now, at that point, I think we are done. I don't think we have anything else to do to make it work. But our last thing I was going to show you is if we want to do it to a boss or something, have the boss drop it. So what I did here, you look for the die method, right here. And right here I have it drop 5 rotten flesh by doing a for loop. Which you do handler, which is basically the overarching how you get everything in here. Get world, get item manager, dot add item. And you add the item, rotten flesh, dot create new, which returns an actual item, and you give it the X and Y value. Now what I do here is basically what I did was where it doesn't sit on the ground, it goes straight in your inventory. I got the player instead of item manager, I did entity manager, and got the player, got the inventory, and added item 27, 1. 27, it's basically exactly like the save I just showed you. You have 27, which is the ID of the inventory upgrade, and 1, the amount. So bam, you do the same exact thing for 28 if you want to get the speed upgrade. So what I'm going to do here is go into the saves, go to item save. We're going to, I actually have to refresh because I did something. Basically I loaded the game. Now I remove that because I want to craft this, go to item. Now what we had for the thing was we had wood, ashy wood, bottle, and rotten flesh. So we look for the IDs for those. Wood I already know is 0 and 1 for that. We have bottle, which is 16. We need one of those. 16, 1. Rotten flesh, which I keep going the wrong class for. Rotten flesh is 12, 1. And then ashy wood, I don't know. Let me check. Ashy wood is 19. So we need 19, 1. And now I'm actually going to quickly cheat in the inventory upgrade so I can quickly boost our inventory speed. So 27, 1. And so that way I don't have to kill the boss, I just go in, hit play, and boom. Now this should work. I think it will. I'm not sure. It's actually a lot simpler than the other one. So load save data, yes. We have everything in inventory, the inventory upgrade, add that. Okay, boom, that worked. So now the way we had this was this, this, and this makes this. It works. Put that there. Now hit E, go to the inventory, or you can hit left arrow, it doesn't matter. Works either way. Hit shift, and bam, you walk faster now. And you can grab all the materials, just like new. Now that's actually going to be something in the game. So I walked through you making something in the game. Although that is going to be a very rare drop from these hell zombies. Basically, I'm going to make them drop very rarely, like maybe a 10% chance. So by killing these guys, every one of them, you have a 50% chance that you will get it, because you have a 10%, 10%, 10% for each, or 20 for these guys, and then 10 there. So that's 50% total chance here. If you don't get it, just save, or you don't even have to save. If you didn't do anything important, just leave the game, rejoin, and boom, you have your stuff back. So now I'm going to quickly run through the list of what I'm working on currently, what I set like a paper for. So the first thing I have is basically when I release the next update, 0.3, in May 1st is why I'm setting it at. Basically when you attack like a zombie or something, its search area for you is going to be bigger. Right now it's at 100x, 100y, it's going to check. So I'll maybe boost it 300. So if you shoot it, you're at a disadvantage because it'll start running. So, yeah. And maybe have an enraged state for some of them, where it will basically do more damage. Whoa, that was weird in the background. Let me see if I'm still recording. Yeah, I am. Alright. I want to add a death screen, because right now at this point, if you die, you just respawn in the center, and that does nothing. I'm going to actually quickly close out of the game, because I'm lagging my computer. I was running 1 frame. And I actually didn't close the game properly. I had to terminate it there. Alright, then I want to add textures for bullets, because I just have a dot now. I'm going to actually add a bullet case, so when you craft you get like 10 bullets. I'm going to fix some textures, because like some of the inventory screen textures are messed up, because when I resized them. I want to add sound, which is a big thing. I want new menus, because right now I changed the menus up a little bit, but they're not good. I want to add interactive menus. Add recipes, which I actually just did one of the recipes, but I want to add real recipes for everything, like the guns and stuff. I want to add real recipes that are a bit harder to get to, because right there, you can get to it as soon as you get in the second area, which I want you to get to once you get to the third area. And then a third world, of course. But then I want to do something even better. I want to be able to build. Like, you can build barriers that work like the walls on the world and the door. So, it'll basically just build on top of what's already there. In reality, it will just make it disappear, but, I want to make it where the building the building will end up just disappearing once you leave the game, but it doesn't really matter. So basically, I'm going to have it where, I guess, like, maybe two cut wood would make one plank, which you can place. Just like Minecraft, I guess. So, that's it, guys. That was a bit of a long episode. So, make sure you follow me on Twitter down below. Actually, real quick, I want to show the comment, which I will show right after I talk about my Twitter and my game and everything. I'm going to show the comment, because I have to record that on my phone. I'm going to send it to the computer. So, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Download the game in the description below. I made a subreddit for The Amazing Jolt, which will be down there as well, on Reddit. I'm the only subscriber. I'm also a moderator. So, yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm going to leave a like, subscribe. Like I said, look in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. Okay, guys, so here's the comment that I picked, right here on the screen. So it was on my Pokemon Emerald Episode 2 by the Unlucky 7. He says, listen to that sound of that piece of blank, because I'm not going to say that on my Christian Minecraft server. He sounds like he sweats mayonnaise. Well, the Unlucky 7, I'm going to let this clip speak for me. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoy this clip that you're about to see. See you next time, guys. Peace.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? How are you not in fucking school? You kiss your mother with that mouth? It's called you kiss your mother with that fucking mouth? Huh?
Oh my god, why are you so angry?
Because the fucking youth of society. You shut up when I'm talking to you! You shut your mouth!